Grilled cheese sandwiches. Everyone thinks theirs is the best, but that can't be true. It's like pineapple on pizza. Somebody out there's lying. Let me show you how I make my grilled cheese sandwich. You'll need some cheddar cheese for this recipe. It's a high melt cheese and perfect for that slow motion cheese pull apart that gets more views than your last holiday pictures. Bread is also an important factor. I love this Tiger Stripe Vienna Bread. Now, you could use a different bread if you want to ruin the recipe and lose friends. Now, you want to slice your bread around 2 centimeters thick. That's going to give you the optimal bread to cheese ratio. Now, this isn't open heart surgery, just eyeball the thickness. Fat is flavour and butter is full of fat. So use it like your cardiologist isn't looking. Bacon makes everything better. It's science, so use it. And bacon grease. If you don't have any, fry up some bacon, and there you do. That's called cause and effect. Did you know that bacon grease was once used as engine oil in the 1940s? Not because it worked, just because everything else was broken. Today, I'm using a flat top grill because sandwiches belong on a flat surface, not on a grill where the cheese can drip off and cry into the fire. Just turn your liquid charcoal on to a medium heat and we're going to let that hot plate warm up for 10 minutes. And you'll know when it's ready. If you put your finger on it and it smells like a burger cooking, spot on. If it just smells like your finger's burning, wait a little bit longer. Today's cook will take around 10 minutes. Or for those of you who love to follow my beer timer, you're looking at a 1 beer cook. 1 beer equals 30 minutes using my beer timer. And some people say that's not enough. Well, I don't show you how many sneaky shots of whiskey I have in between them. The grill is hot, so on goes the bacon. No need for oil. Bacon brings its own fat, like your uncle at Christmas. And after a couple of minutes, you can flip it over. And once you're happy with the colour, and yes, happiness is a doneness setting, remove it from the grill and place it on some paper towel to soak up some of that happiness. And once it's cooled a little bit, I like to trim my bacon down into roughly 2.5 centimetre pieces. And you'll see why a bit later. It's not a riddle, just stay tuned. Dry bread sucks. So what we need to do is melt some butter and dunk our bread in it. Both sides, we're not cavemen. And because we have bacon grease on there, we don't need to add any. So we can just lay the bread down for a light toasting. A minute or two will be fine. Flip over the bread, and we're going to add 2 slices of cheddar cheese to 1 slice. And we're going to add all of that diced up bacon. Don't leave any bacon behind. Come on, you knew it was happening. 2 more slices of cheddar cheese. Now this needs a lid, so on we go. Studies show people who butter both sides of their bread live longer because they die happy. And now we're just waiting for the cheese to start to melt. And I like to now implement an egg flipper. We're just going to keep flipping the sandwich because we don't want that bottom bit to get crunchier than your love life. We just need to bring the cheese to the perfect melting temperature of 66 degrees Celsius. Just keep flipping. And flipping. And once you can see your sandwich is sort of stuck, you're pretty much done. You can remove it from the heat like a proud sandwich parent. Cheesy goodness with bacon. I think we just need to slice it in half and check out the cheese pull. Oh. By cutting the bacon into smaller pieces, we don't drag out the whole piece of bacon with the first bite. Every mouthful is full of cheesy bacon goodness and very moist. Smacked! Oh. If you like this recipe, hit that like button as hard as Mike Tyson and subscribe for more barbecue wizardry, bacon-powered therapy and unholy grilled creations here on Schueys BBQ.